What's up, guys? My name is Jay, and I wanted to start a video series that shows me slowly working on improving in Warzone. Now, I've played Warzone since it first came out. However, I'm a parent, I work full time, and I don't get a lot of time to play. Sometimes I'll get a couple hours, maybe a few nights a week, and occasionally on the weekends, a couple more hours. I've also gone through long stretches of not playing. Sometimes the state of the game is just really unplayable for me, or it gets really boring. So I've taken lots of breaks, months and months at a time, and then come back and play for a few months. So I decided to start giving it a try. Now, I've never really been a great player. I think at best I've been a little bit over a 1 KD player. I mostly play Warzone solos. I have played quads, but because of my schedule, a lot of my friends don't really play anymore, and it's just hard to find a consistent group with the different hours that I'm able to play. So I mostly like to play Warzone big map solos. So here's my starting stats. I currently have a 0.87 kill death ratio. I've played 57 games, and you can see no wins. My best finish is a fifth place in solos, and you can see I don't really play duos or trios or quads. I've had a couple top 5 finishes, couple top 10, top 25, etc., but no wins this season. So this is Black Ops Season 5, and this is August 2026. So this is my first recording, so you can kind of get an idea of the baseline of like what my gameplay is. I play on mouse and keyboard. I've played on controller once in a while if I'm playing on Xbox, but I really have just always played on mouse and keyboard. I know I could probably greatly improve if I did go to controller, but it's just a personal preference. I may consider switching at some point. But anyways, this is my first game. Again, I'm going to go through, do a little commentary and talk about kind of my thoughts on, how I approach the game. And then as you'll see through, as I progress through the game, kind of how my playstyle changes. Now, I don't really play Avalon a lot, so I do not know this map very well. And I will let some of this play just so you can get an idea of like seeing me loot, kind of where I land, etc. So again, I don't really know this map that well. I also am not like usually one to hot drop, but I do like to try to get a bounty. It's usually the first contract I always go for. Again, this is just me looking like I don't really want to drop all the way over there, but I don't know the map that well, so just looking to see if there's anything closer, but I don't really like playing casino. That can be kind of a hot drop. And there goes my first bounty. The good thing about getting bounties is sometimes they do get poached, so it's just free money. But after that, I usually like to try to get another bounty if I could. So I'll probably skip ahead here until the first gunfight. This is me just mostly looting around, etc. So you can see here that I decided to go for a scavenger contract. Now, I usually like to try to get my loadout if there's a lot of time before the free one drops. So There's only 37 seconds left until the gas starts, and then there's like 3 or 4 minutes. So I just got enough from looting, got the 6,000. So I'll go ahead and buy my loadout here. I always try to get my loadout like as soon as possible. And right now, I like running the CBRS. That's really the meta SMG. And the AK is not meta, but I enjoy using that gun. Okay, so this is the first gunfight, and I just finished doing my scavenger contract, and I heard gunfire um, coming from this direction, so I decided to go push that and see if I could engage in a fight. Now, I wasn't exactly sure where the guy was, but I did get the enemy nearby notification from my perk, and so he's obviously got to be in this building somewhere. Okay, so I couldn't tell if he was above or below me, but what I did, I pushed in. Now, obviously, I don't see him here. I don't see him here. Now, he could be here, but I didn't check. But when we see in the kill cam, you'll see where he was at. If I push in, I get shot in the back. Now, he was above me, so he saw me just run in the front door there, right? And so he pushed and got me, shot me in the back.
We rod, bruh.
And we didn't get the kill cam, but okay, so now the gulag. I am definitely not the best at gulag. I also, since I play on mouse and keyboard, my close range gunfights are not the best. It's hard to track unless I can hip fire or have a little bit of space. But we'll see how I play this one out.
Even better.
Trying to listen for footsteps. So I did hear the footsteps. Had to reload. And I ended up getting the kill. Luckily, this guy was just worse than me. Again, I don't know the map very well, so I'm just looking for a good spot to regain. I picked that. That seems way too far. Not sure why I was going for that. And also, I don't typically like to go for a bounty if I don't have my loadout, don't have guns, right? Like, dropping back in, this was a bad decision. I typically would go for like a scavenger or a recon or something. Okay, so I dropped back in. I ended up getting a scavenger contract, and this is the next gunfight I got in. Now, I'm starting it a little bit early, and you'll see why. I don't know this area of the map very well, and so finish the scav and decide I need to keep moving, get into the circle. Grab a UAV, and now I popped this UAV, but I really probably didn't need to. I could see that this guy was here before UAV even popped, and I can see because it has the up arrow that he's above me. So that's an important thing to remember for this part. Okay, now I can see again that arrow has moved, still above me. And I just get fried. And you can see I was just out in the open, didn't know what I was doing. But I do want to run it back a little bit just to see. Again, this is a death that I could have been avoided. Just a little bit more awareness and map knowledge. Now on playback, I can obviously see the guy who was right here in the window. When we go a little bit forward, you can see again. Okay, see, he's peeking in and out, in and out. Now I know based on the map, mini map, that he's there and he is facing pretty much right at me. I assume he's up here somewhere. So not looking really up there. This is another part that I need to work on is my centering, but I should be looking and pointing where this guy possibly could be. Obviously, I should have been aiming there, or at the very least, I should have been aiming up here. So again, this is a typical game for me. Maybe 1 or 2 kills, uh, you know, 0.5 kill death ratio, nowhere near first place. So my plan is to watch some YouTube videos, learn some tips and tricks. I watch a lot of my favorite players on Twitch, but these guys are playing at such a different level. So I'm going to do some research, do some practicing, and see how much I can improve. Hopefully get into better gunfights, win more gunfights, increase my kill death ratio, and hopefully get some wins on the board. Thanks for watching, and check back in for the next video in the series. I'll be doing several videos and tracking my progress and giving updates and sharing with people what I've learned. Thanks for watching.